Now, let's get more on the easing of lockdown restrictions in Scotland, because from today, up to 8 people can now meet members of one other household, so long as they meet outdoors and stay at least 2 metres apart. Outdoor activities like golf, tennis and fishing, where social distancing can be maintained, are allowed. Garden centres and recycling facilities will also reopen. Well, joining me now are Lyle Smith, owner of Granite Adventures in Aberdeen, a company that coaches people in paddling, water sports and mountain biking. And I'm also joined by Chris. I meant to check the pronunciation of your surname. I'm thinking it's Sim, it's possibly Syme. I'm going to find out from you in just a second, Chris, who runs Scottish golf tour operator Ultimate Golf Service. Thank you very much for both of you for joining us this morning. Lyle, to you first of all, just tell us what it's been like during the period of lockdown for you.
It's been a very strange time in terms of work. My work kind of fell off the end of a cliff, and it was kind of all set up until the end of October with a very healthy season ahead. So it's been very strange not being able to get out. But obviously the easing of the restrictions from today is going to allow me to get back into a canoe and a kayak. So I'm very much looking forward to that later today.
And Chris, a similar question to you, and what about golfing pursuits? Obviously they've been put on hold, haven't they?
Yeah, very much echo Lyle's statements here about business falling off a cliff. The golf season in Scotland runs pretty much from Easter to October in terms of international visitors, which make up about 85% of Ultimate Golf Service business. And there's just nobody coming, of course. Nobody flying in equals no business.
So Chris, because of the easing of restrictions now, what difference does that make to you potentially? Have you had lots of inquiries in anticipation of this?
No, in a word. I think it's great that golf is back. I think it's things are easing, and members of golf clubs will get out with certain social restrictions which are clearly in place. But in terms of business for golf tour operators in general, obviously not just myself, it's still going to be a time of looking at 2021, I think, for business.
Okay, there isn't any possibility of you sort of scaling things down a little bit, shall we say, to get the business up and running again?
Well, yes, we really are scaled down, but in terms of bookings, we have to start working on the next golf season, possibly holding out hope for the latter part of this season.
Okay, Lyle, have you had any inquiries about people wanting to come and canoe with you, or any of the other pursuits that you offer at your business?
Yeah, certainly there's been inquiries, but they've been very tentative. Obviously, people have been unsure about what the restriction easing was going to allow. So there have been inquiries, but it's been very tentative. So I'm hopeful that we might have a busy tail end to the season with people keen to get out after having been locked down for so long and keen to get out and explore the outdoors. But hopefully that comes to fruition.
According to what the First Minister is saying, though, she's really asking people to only travel a very short distance from home. So that limits, doesn't it, the number of potential customers out there for you at the moment?
Definitely. And in terms of the activities we do, it limits us as well. But I'm very fortunate in Aberdeen. We've got some fantastic opportunities on our doorstep. So I'm hopeful we can start to get people out very shortly.
And just a thought from both of you in terms of reassurance that you can offer to customers whenever they might come, about how you might be able to offer them a safe experience. Chris, beginning with you.
Yeah, well, golf being an outdoor activity, social distancing comes naturally, and it's very easy to carry something like your alcohol hand gel for cleaning. So there's all sorts of things we can do there. In terms of my own business, there's other things that we offer, not just golf tourism, but other things within Scotland, such as luxury travel to castles on castlebreaks.com, and lots of day tours, all these sorts of things where people can be in small groups and be safe in that small group, keeping themselves, washing their hands, those sorts of things.
And Lyle, again, of course, outdoor activity, therefore relatively a much safer activity, but I expect people will still be looking for reassurance.
Definitely. I'll be looking at the way I kind of operate as a business. I've always worked with small groups and kind of delivering small quality sessions rather than big groups. So I'll be continuing to do that. But I'm definitely reviewing all my kind of practices in terms of shared equipment, if we're looking at paddles and things like that, and just making sure they're all sterilised and the relevant procedures are put in place.
Okay, well, Lyle Smith and Chris Syme, thank you both very much for talking to us at BBC News this morning. I hope things are looking up for you very soon. Take care.
Thanks, Anita.
Okay, it is time for a look at the weather forecast. Let's find out what Matt Taylor has for us. More sunshine, I hope.